Welcome back to Dash for Adventure. Man, there's some framing of some generations right there. Modern electric vehicle parked in front of an old Trail of Tears fort. We're going to find out when they're going to shut down one of our favorite campgrounds, Gee Creek. When we looked it up, it said they were going to close it down in the fall of 26 and reopen in the spring of 27, but it'd be nice to know when, because we like to camp here. Wow. This is one of Paula's favorite things. Oh, come on, honey, he's moving. Yep, look at him right there. See him right there, his face right there? He just wants to be on camera. Well, the website says that they're closing in the fall of 26 and reopening in the spring of 27, but when I asked them in there, they said the official date is more like January of 27 is when they're closing, and they don't have a reopen date just yet. So we're going to check it out, see what it looks like before, and then we'll make a video after. Let's go. The Hiwassee River State Park, established in 1972. Let's go check it out. Sometimes you can see the train parked over there. It's where they service it. And it's fired up right now. All right, we're going to turn into Gee Creek right here. The Gee Creek Campground. It's one of our favorite places to go camping because it is cool even in the heat of summer. We'll take a ride as soon as we come in and go over towards the boat ramp and the overflow camping. Here's the walkway from the main campground over here to the boat launch. There's also a trail that goes all the way around the campground. Check it out. They even got an amphitheater here. I don't think I've ever seen a movie here, but I'm sure you could check the website and find out when they're going to show something. Maybe they have movies in the park. Or you could just come down here and have instructions for your family for the week of camping. Over here is part of the overflow camping. And they have water. See the water? Everybody's walking towards the water because it is beautiful out here. Here's the loop trail, and they do have a loop trail that goes all over the entire campground. I have never walked it. I do believe it's a couple of miles. Let's see what it says here. It doesn't tell us how long it is, but it is marked. The Blue Way, the river.
So these little markers are access points along the Hiwassee River Blue Way, and like you can access it at 0 starting point, and then at 7.7 miles, 8.1 miles. But these are all locations that you can access all the way, and we are here. 44.7 miles from the beginning.
Cool. It's the Hiwassee River Blue Way. There's 47 primitive tent sites here at Gee Creek, each with a table and a fire ring, a grill, public water, and a bathhouse, which they're about to remodel the bathhouse. There's a Native American fishing spot. And what the Indians would do is they would form this V with the rocks. And then they would go out there and catch the fish in the V of the rocks as they captured them. Yes, it's as cold as I thought it would be. That felt good. If I had my swimming trunks, I'd go swimming. So here's the other part of the loop trail. If you go to this side of the water access, it gets kind of fun up here. And then in the summer when the water's up, or when they release water, this fills up with water. And I think this is called the Storybook Trail.
I'm pretty sure.
And that tells a story of its own. Like, I don't know that my brand new shoes are going to step in that. Hey. What are some other things that are made of wood from trees?
Houses.
Well, so this is the Storybook Trail, and
It's done by Dolly Parton's Imagination Library.
yeah, look at there. So there are plaques all along the trail for kids to learn from. That's cool. Okay, let's go drive around to see some other parts of the campground. That's the group camping areas over there. They have a lot of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts camping trips out here every year. So at the end of the group camping, way out here in the woods, is this beautiful spot here with 4 picnic tables, a fire ring, and a big, gorgeous tree right there. And we were just talking to the ranger right there, and he was telling us about some of the work they're going to be doing here. Looks like they're getting 2 new bathhouses. That's going to be great. There's a continuation of the loop trail with the storybook plaques out there from Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. That's just wonderful. So out here in the group sites, they have porta potties. I imagine that's going away. I've never camped in the group area, but as beautiful as it is, I am definitely not opposed to it. So family or friends, let me know. Hit me up. We'll come here and go camping. That'd be cool. So now we're going to drive over to the main campground area of Gee Creek and take a look at that. When you come into the campground, we turn right, the second right actually, into the campground, and we normally camp over here. We've camped in that area and that one and all around this side of it.
The B section.
In the B section. Yep, we're just happy to be in the B section, Paula said. And over there is where we normally camp. That's our favorite spot right there. There's the trail that goes over to the water access. All right, so let's go check out the bathhouse. It is dated, but let's do it before and after. Since they're going to be completely remodeled, maybe even completely rebuilt. We'll see what they look like now, and then we can do a comparison video later. All right, let's check out the men's. This is the way it is now. Hi. The 2 sinks over there. There's showers and toilets. Toilet over there, shower over there, a shower over there, a shower there, and then there's a toilet inside here, a urinal, and 2 more sinks with very cold air conditioning, fans, heater, and a place to hang your clothes while you get dressed. That's not bad. It's actually very comfortable, but it is dated.
Okay, let's check out the women's restroom now. Even though this is an older building, this place has been very well taken care of. Showers, handicap showers, changing rooms. We have changing rooms, some more sinks over here, 2 toilets, and that air conditioner up there may not be pretty, but that thing keeps this thing cold in the hot summer. I do see some roof damage. So yeah, it probably does need to be replaced. All right, let's see what the changes bring.
Check it out. There's even a corner bookstore. And here's how you access it. There's no books. We're going to have to go get some books and donate it to the library. And then there's water here. And there's all kinds of information.
Oh, here's the program schedule. There's a spider.
There's the program.
Do you see any movies?
There's no generator use allowed because it is primitive. And then here's all the water release schedules, what times, months. And then here's the layout for the campground. So everything you need is right here, posted on this bulletin board. Over there is the A side of the campground. And behind the bathhouse is the playground. And camping here through the years, I've noticed that families from the local communities will come here during the day with their children just to play in the playground. It's kind of cool.
So that's what the outside of the bathhouse looks like. And I just hope that when they do the restoration and put the new bathhouse in, they don't mess with the big, beautiful trees.
We've camped over on this side a couple of times. It is nice. And you might find it easier to level up over here as well. Throughout the entire campground, they have water spigots about every 3 or 4 campsites. So you can bring a jug and take the water back to your camper or tent. And there's the one for here.
There's access to the Storybook Trail, which is the loop trail around the campground. It is 1.5 miles long. Look at that big campsite. We've never camped in that one, honey.
That's a nice one.
I think our son Jason and his wife Tina have.
It is going to be interesting to see what they do to the campground. They're going to be repairing some of the water infrastructure. They'll probably be changing the shapes, the way you pull into these campsites. One can only hope they don't make them closer together, because this is one of the old school campgrounds that it kind of feels like your own little campsite when you're there, instead of like those city campsites where you're parked 5 feet away from each other.
Maybe they're going to define where you put your tent in these campsites, because right now you can pretty much put it anywhere. I don't know. Looking forward to seeing what they do with this. Well, as you come into the park, there is this information station. It says all campers must register. Visit the office or call. You can also register online now. So it gives you all the information. And apparently Some of this stuff is outdated. You can even scan that QR code to go to rent a campsite here. But it also gives you the schedule. It's basically like what they have at the bathhouse. It's just larger. And it's got maps. There you go. That's the Hiwassee Scenic River State Park Board.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us and going on this trip to Gee Creek Campground. We can't wait to see what renovations and remodeling they do to this place. We look forward to them opening it back up next year sometime, and we'll be back out here camping as soon as they do. We'll see you guys in the comments.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.